What's up, friends? Today we're going to talk about the Black Dahlia Murders' recent New York show. It was April 16th, 2023 at Irving Plaza. So my background here, my first Black Dahlia Murder show was on 70,000 Tons of Metal 2019. They were both, I think, early morning, late night sets, and they still killed it. I very much enjoyed them. Haven't listened a shit ton off of, like, when not seeing them in concert. I did see what I believe was Trevor's last show, which was October 2021 in New York, and I feel blessed for having been given that opportunity. So naturally, there was some trepidation with this show, this tour really. Losing Trevor was such a blow to the metal community. He was known as being like one of the biggest metal nerds out there, and having seen him 3 times, he was pretty much second to none as a frontman in that scene of extreme metal. Still, though, I decided to give this run a go, and I don't regret it. So I'm not going to discuss any of the openers. I thought they all kind of blended together. Whatever the runner-up band was, I think they were more on the hardcore side. None of these jumped out at me. I'm more of a power metal nerd, as you probably gleaned from previous reviews. But I'll just say the Black Dahlia Murder definitely put on a great show. I'm very happy we went. It was a fun time. The set list was pretty good. I wish they played As Good as Dead. That's my favorite Black Dahlia song. But specifically, the vocalist sounded a lot like Trevor. One of my friends that went to the show with me whispered that in my ear. Hey, he sounds just like Trevor. So from a musical standpoint, I don't think they saw much degradation. Brandon Ellis is like the biggest hotshot young guitar player, probably of our age. His playing, his stage presence, I don't want to keep saying second to none, but yeah. When I was getting into metal and guitar playing, it was Jeff Loomis. Now, Brandon Ellis, I'm going to say, is in that category. Admittedly, it did sort of feel like something was missing, and I can anticipate now people are going to say, duh, it's Trevor. The band did feel a little less bombastic. Maybe it's because, I don't know, the sound was different this time. It didn't feel like it was as loud, or maybe it's because I was standing towards the back of this show. But I mean, something wasn't there. And the band would probably be the first to tell you that it's never going to be the same since Trevor. Still, though, I'm thinking like one of my favorite bands is Sabotage. I'm really glad they continued after Chris Oliva passed. They released some phenomenal albums, even though it was not exactly the same. Actually, it was very different. Handful of Rain sounds nothing at all like any of the preceding albums. But I'm so glad they went on and made good music, even if it was different. See also like Black Sabbath and Dio. Heaven and Hell sounds nothing like the first, what is it, 6 albums, but it's still great. So like I said, I have not listened to them a ton offline. Um, Highlights from this set. Kings of the Night World jumped out. I had it in my notes as the third song because I didn't recognize it, but I remember thinking like, wow, this one's really good. Otherwise, sorry if this is basic as all hell. Verminous and Nightbringers, I know their title tracks, but those were the ones that jumped out at me. Said it before, I really wish As Good as Dead were there. So, all in all, really fun show from a band that I hope is finding their bearings and continues to keep going. I would definitely see them again. It's just, like, what was it, the quote from Pirates of the Caribbean? The world's still the same, there's just less in it. Of course, it's not going to be like it was with Trevor, but it's still a really bitchin' death metal show. Rock on.